Good morning and Assalamualaikum everyone. Okay, it's very nice to see you here again. For today's lesson, we are focusing on Unit 3, The Wonders of Nature, under grammar, where we are going to learn about articles and the. Okay, I believe you have met these features of and the. Somehow we are going to look at the functions and how we are going to use and the in sentences. Okay, before that, let's take a look at some pictures. Okay, what do we call this animal? It's an elephant. Yes, very good. How about this one? It's a scientist. Okay, so we have an elephant and also a scientist. Let's look what we are going to cover for today's lesson. Okay, as for today, we are going to cover several parts. Okay, the goals for our lesson will be we are going to state the usage of the articles for a and the. Second, we are going to select the correct articles a and the in each of the sentences. Okay, and then you just need to complete at least 4 correct answers using the correct article based on a short text. Okay, now let's take a look at what is article. Basically, we know articles is about and the, and sometimes the sentence also you didn't include any of this article. Okay, can comes in a blank space. Before that, let's take a look at the sentences. Okay, we have the pond. The water in the pond is dirty. A cave can be a dangerous place. And lastly, the trees in the forest are very old. What can you see in this sentence? Okay, yes, in this sentence, we have several articles that is included in the sentence. Okay, first we have the, and then we put water in the pond is dirty. And the second sentence, we have a cave can be a dangerous place. Then for the, we have the trees in the forest are very old. Okay, let's take a look at the functions for each of these articles. We often use a and an with jobs. Okay, as an example, she is a biologist. Okay, she's a biologist, she's a scientist. Earlier, we discussed about a picture. Okay, we name it as a scientist. So she's a biologist, she's a scientist, he's a doctor, he's a pilot. Okay, this is how we are use a and an. Okay, and then we have the. Okay, we use the with instruments, unique nouns, names of rivers, deserts, and mountain ranges. For example, the earth is round. Okay, the earth is round. So the earth. Okay, earth is the unique noun here. Okay, then she plays the violin. Okay, violin is an instrument. Okay, so we have a unique noun here where we put where is it, which it is the earth, and we put the before the earth. Then we have violin. Okay, violin is known as instruments. Any instruments, violin, recorder. Okay, big guitar. She plays the violin because violin is classified as an instrument. Okay, let's take a look for the proper noun. Okay, if we have proper name, such as Lisa, we have Kevin, so we don't put any articles with together with the proper name. As an example here is Lisa here. Is Lisa in the shop? So we don't put any articles before the proper name. So here we have some functions that we have discussed about a and the. As we all know, we know that when we put N, K-A-N, we need to follow the vowel, right? A, E, U, E, O, okay? And then for okay, it's basically a singular, and then for the, when we want to state for like the specific things. Okay, so for today, we have covered some new things, okay? I believe it's a new thing, where we use a and n. Just now, we've discussed a and n, we use it for jobs. As an example, she is a biologist. She is a scientist. Okay, so we put a before the job itself. So we have biologist and also scientist. Okay, and then we use the. We use the for several functions. One of it will be instruments, and then beside instrument we have unique nouns. We have a name of rivers, and then deserts and also mountain ranges. So the names of any rivers, any mountain ranges, any places, okay, and also unique name, okay, and lastly instrument will be used with the. As an example, previously the earth is round, so we have the word earth, and beside earth we put the, okay, we put the beside the earth. And then we also have she plays the guitar. Okay, guitar is an instrument, so we put the before the word guitar. Besides that, we also have she plays the violin. Okay, violin is an, yes, violin is an instrument. So when it comes to an instrument, automatically we need to put the word the. Okay, the is specifically for instruments, proper name, unique noun, name of any rivers, mountain ranges, and also desert. Okay, lastly, when we have a proper name, okay, we have George, we have Kevin, we have Lisa. So there are no article that need to be put together with the proper name. So it come as it is. So the example here will be, is Lisa here? Is George in the shop? Is George going to the mall? Okay, so that would be some explanation on a, and the. So please remember, we use a and n for specific jobs. We use the for instruments. Okay, we have instruments. We have unique noun. We have name of the rivers. Okay, mountain ranges, and also desert. For the use of no article, is not, there are no article included when we are using proper name. Okay, that will be for the explanation. Okay, now we are going to do a little bit of class activity. Okay, what you're going to do, you're going to work in 4 members. Okay, and then you just need to select the correct articles, a and the, or maybe any dashes. Okay, no specific articles that can be included in the text. And then you just need to discuss with your group members. Okay, what you are going to receive, you are going to receive a blank spaces in a short text, okay, where we are going to discuss on what articles is suitable, okay, what articles are suitable to put in each of the blanks. Okay, let's take a look at the short text. This is the short text that you will receive. So we have 2 paragraphs here. We have the first paragraph and the second paragraph. Okay, let's take a look about what is the short text is all about. Okay, so we are going to read the text. Let us read together. Okay, at the height of 979 meters, okay, Angel Falls is blank space highest waterfall in the world. It is situated in blank space Ollantaytambo Mountain in Venezuela. Because of its location deep in the Venezuelan rainforest, nobody in blank space outside world knew about Angel Falls until 1935. Oh, it's been a long time there. However, blank space, local people called blank space Permones, okay, knew about it for thousands of years before that. Its name in blank space Permon language is Kerepakupai Mel. which means waterfall of the deepest place. In 1935, blank space, American pilot Jimmy Angel was flying his place along blank space river. When he discovered the falls, he went back in 1937 and tried to land his plane on top of the falls. But blank space, wheels of the plane got stuck in the mud. It took them 11 days to walk down from blank space top of the falls on foot. Okay, they even walk. Okay, walk down by on foot. Okay, from the top of the fall, and then he became blank space legend, and the falls were named after him. So basically, this short text is about Angel Falls. Okay, do you know what is Angel Falls? Yeah, it's the highest waterfall in the world. So Angel Falls is one of the waterfall. Okay, if you look at your textbook, okay, you can see there's a small picture included um, included where it shows the picture of the Angel Falls. Okay, so what you are going to do, okay, we have learned about the articles just now. We have we have and we also have the. What you are going to do, okay, Angel Falls, okay, based on the three articles, okay, Angel Falls is, what should we put here? Angel Falls is, remember, we have and usually for jobs, okay, for jobs. The we use for instruments, unique noun, name of a river, name of the desert, and also mountain ranges. So if you study here, if you look at the sentences, we have the, oh, I'm sorry, we have the word highest, okay? Highest is a superlative adjective where we need to put, automatically we need to have the. So the answer for number one would be the. So at a height of 979 meters, Angel Falls is the highest waterfall in the world. Okay, that will be the answer. So based on each of this blank, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blanks. You're just going to put either and the, or if none of the answers suit, okay, you can just put nothing or put dash, okay, in the answers. Okay, we're going to complete it. Then we are going to discuss the answer in the next slide. Let us take a look at the answers. Okay, let us read along the way we are going to discuss our answers. So at a height of 979 meters, Angel Falls is, okay, we have discussed about this answer is the highest waterfall in the world. It is situated in, okay, since it's a proper name, Ayantapur Mountain, we don't have any articles together with the proper noun, proper name. Okay, situated in Ayantapur Mountain in Venezuela. Because of its location deep in the Venezuelan rainforest, nobody in the outside world knew about Angel Falls until 1935. However, the local people called Permones, okay, we have no articles here because it's a proper name, Permones, knew about it for thousands of years before that. Its name in, this is the unique noun, Permon. Its name in Permon, in the Permon language is Karakupai Mau, which means waterfall of the deepest place. In 1935, okay, we have the word American pilot, so we use N. Okay, it's all about job. Or N we use for job. Jimmy Angel was flying his place, okay, along the river when he discovered the falls. He went back in 1937 and tried to land his plane on top of the falls. okay, but the wheels, okay, we have as here, we cannot put a, of the plane got stuck in the mud. It took them 11 days to walk down from the top, okay, of the falls on foot. He became a legend and the falls were named after him. Okay, I hope that you managed to get all of the answers. Okay, so once we have completed with our activity, we are going to proceed with the quizzes. Okay, as for the next part, we are going to do some class exercise. Okay, it involves the quizzes where we are going to discuss and also look at the questions together after this. Okay, so let us take a look at the questions. Now let us take a look at our exercise. Okay, so we have the first question. We have 7 questions. Okay, there is elephant in the zoo. So elephant will be, there is an elephant in the zoo. Okay, let's take a look at the second question. In 80s, and then last space, Jack's Hornstool became famous for his expedition. Okay, in the 80s, Jack's Hornstool became famous because of his expedition. He plays very well, so his parents went to buy him that space piano for his birthday. So piano is an instrument, so automatically we use the for any instrument. For the fourth question, okay, millions of people speak French. So are there any articles that we should put? Millions of people? The millions of people? So the answer would be millions of people speak French. Okay, we have Sahara Desert is huge. So it's the name of the mountain ranges, right? The name of river, mountain ranges, and also desert. I think this is an error here. The answer would be no articles because it's a proper name. So I saw blank space octopus in the sea. Blank space octopus had 8 arms. So the answer would be I saw an octopus in the sea. The octopus had 8 arms. Okay, let us take a look at the next question. This is easy, right? John is, it's about job, a biologist. This is a question that we have made a mistake just now. So it's a proper name, so no articles with the proper name. So Sahara Desert is huge. The end. So that would be all for our exercise. I hope you get something from this exercise, and thank you very much everyone. You did a good job. We have almost completed our lesson. Before we end our session, I would like to ask you, what have we learned today? Okay, we have learned about articles. Okay, what is the basic article rules that we know? For N, usually we put the vowel after N. Then the consonant will be for the rest of the articles, which are a and the. Okay, so we also have discussed earlier on the new specification for a and also the. Okay, for and N, we usually use it for any job. Okay, she's a scientist, she's a biologist. Okay, so before the job we put a. And then for the, we have several functions. We have instruments, we have a name, unique noun, okay, name of rivers, mountain ranges, and also the desert. Okay, any name, okay, of the places will be used. We are going to use the. Then lastly, there are no articles when it comes to a proper name. As an example, in our class activity just now, we have the name of the people, okay, near the Angel Falls. And then we also have, in the example just now, any names, Lisa, George, Kevin, okay. That will be some recap on our lesson. I hope that you get something from my lesson. Thank you very much, everyone. I am looking forward to see you in our next session for next week's class. Thank you very much.